This week's deal for the Bearded Axe in Saginaw is sold out. They offer hourly times for axe throwing, ninja stars, and tomahawks. Bearded Axe is a local veteran-owned business. They're located at 4375 Bay Road in Saginaw. And don't forget to keep checking back at RocketGrabPlus.com for more deals.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with a booming voice that emphasizes all the main points. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
That part is super important.
Here's one with a booming voice.
I'm emphasizing everything.
Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance.
Like a page with every word highlighted.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Water stains on the shower glass. Try rubbing some shaving cream on them.
Tyler's cleaning crew knows every housekeeping trick in the book.
Handling timesheets now.
But they need a proper bookkeeper to keep finances tidy.
New equipment is a business expense, right?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robin show,
maybe Putin should just tell Joe he's invading Ukraine to instate a mask mandate.
Where's your mask?
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW. Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy and wet good morning to you. I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a pretty good day today, broadcasting from the Doubletree Hotel in downtown Bay City, where for the first time in a couple of years, they're having the Michigan Bean and Beet Symposium. Getting together used to be in Saginaw over the years, several dozen years, really. And now for the first time ever, they've moved to Bay City. They've moved it back from January to February. And here we are. All new digs, lots of people, lots of exhibitors, lots of speakers. Promises to be a really good event. And if you thought that you've missed very much, you really haven't. A lot of this started about 10:30 this morning, and it'll go until about 3:30 this afternoon. A number of sessions talking about beans, talking about beets, and talking about all of the things that you need to get that crop in the ground and get yourself a decent crop for harvest in the fall. Currently 34 degrees at the airport, 34 at Radio Center. Downtown Bay City, we're at 36. Midland is at 35. We do have a north-northeast breeze right around 10 miles per hour, 29.78, and falling is the barometric pressure. We are looking for this barometer to continue to drop as we go through the afternoon. Low pressure system will be moving into the state. Right now, it's not in Michigan yet. It'll be approaching Chicago as we go into the early afternoon. And then a little bit later on this afternoon, it's going to scoot across the southern portion of the Lower Peninsula through Michigan's thumb and then out into Canada and wind up over Lake Ontario by late tonight and early tomorrow morning. On either side of that front, we have some really large differentiation when it comes to temperatures. To the south of the front, right now, we're looking at Frankenmuth with 42 degrees, Saginaw with 35, Bay City, as we mentioned, 36, Midland 35, Pinconning 28. Then you get up to Gladwin, it's 24. One thing in common with all of those temperature readings is it's raining. So obviously, the closer you get to freezing, if not below, it is ice. And that is going to be a major problem as we go through the remainder of the day and tonight, as far as our trees, roads, sidewalks, whatever. We are going to be looking at some severe ice buildup in areas just to the north of the Great Lakes Bay region. So today, by the time the day is all done, we'll work our way up to about 42 degrees, a low tonight of 20. Sun will set this evening at 6:16, rise tomorrow morning at 7:22. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies, and it'll be colder, 24 for a high, 13 for a low. We will have a northwest breeze, so it will be chilly. It'll turn into a northeast breeze tomorrow night and then be northeasterly on Thursday. Thursday's high, 23. Thursday's low will be 12. Thursday night, late afternoon, and Thursday night, we'll have a pretty good chance of snow as we go through the evening hours into Friday morning. We'll have snow Friday morning, but by afternoon, we'll be looking at partly cloudy skies. But on Friday, we're still going to be chilly, about 25 degrees, with a low on Friday night with partly cloudy skies of 13. And moving into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we'll be right around that 30-degree mark, give or take 1 or 2 degrees. And then on Monday, with partly cloudy skies, we'll be at 25. Long-range outlook to take us all the way through the 7th of the month will be a change as far as our temperatures go. We'll be looking at below average for the first 5-6 days, and then average temperatures as we finish off that long-range period. Precipitation patterns will be at or above normal for this time of the year. That's a look at the weather. In a moment, we're going to slide over and talk to Rick Hollister from the Andersons and find out what's going on there with our markets. But before that, I want to say good morning to Paul Engelhardt with Foster Blue Water Oil. Paul, you got an exhibit here?
We do, Terry. Good morning to you.
Good morning. We got lots to talk about, too.
We do. Yeah, things are getting busy.
Yeah, coming up in March, you've got a big event coming up that a lot of folks look forward to.
We do. With everything happening last year, we weren't able to have our open house, but we do plan on having it this year. March 18th from 10 till 2. We hold it at our Bay City location off of Patterson. And so, it's a good day to come in and have a customer appreciation day for everybody.
Well, and right now, if they do stop at the booth here, you've got some pricing right now for the folks, don't you?
We do. Right now, our oil sales going on right now that a lot of our customers take advantage of and buy ahead. And I think that with the way the economy is going and everything else happening in the world, I think it'd be a good idea to take advantage of that now.
It certainly isn't going to hurt one bit.
No.
And again, you're talking a lot of product. You're talking not only the fuels, but the lubricants too.
Lubricants as well. That's our big thing right now. But also on the fuel side of things, if you haven't considered or you're not sure what to do or how it works on locking in some fuel rates for the year, might be a good time to do that and talk to our representatives for Foster Blue Water Oil, depending on where you're at, and we can help you out with that.
So we can get a hold of you. How do we do that?
Well, you can call me direct at 586-531-1546 or go to the fosterbluewateroil.com and look for your representative in your area.
Or slide around to the DoubleTree this afternoon.
Yeah, we're here. We're booth number 30. We're right on the end, and we'll be here all day.
Paul Engelhardt, always good to talk. You take care, all right?
You too, Terry. Thank you.
Paul Engelhardt with Foster Blue Water Oil. We'll be back, take a look at the markets with Rick Hollister in a moment. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. plus unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Wiki Crop Insurance. You know, you can be confident, Mr. Farmer, that Wiki Crop is available when you need them. If you are the recipient of an FSA WIP Plus program, remember, as a condition of payment eligibility, you do need to obtain crop insurance on your crop paid under WIP Plus. So now's the time to get a hold of Kyle, get all the details. 989-284-9975 or visit wikicrop.com. That deadline for crop insurance is going to be here before you know it, so contact Kyle today. We say good morning to Rick Hollister. Rick, the roller coaster ride continues, and the creeks are rising. What else? What else can happen?
We are still firmly strapped into the roller coaster. I hope people got their seatbelts on, because it's going to continue to be wild. We have had big swings today. Soybeans at the moment are up 21 cents. Terry, with a 30-cent range for the day so far, from high to low in the old crop beans. Old crop wheat has a 21-cent range for the day. Old crop corn from high to low, just since we started last night's session, posting about a 15-cent range for the day, 14 to 15-cent range from high to low today. So market is just all the uncertainty over in that Ukraine-Russia area, and what's going on, and who's the aggressor, and who's not, and is there actually a conflict, or is there not? It just continues the roller coaster ride in the grains and in the energies too. Crude oil has a $6 or $7 a barrel range here for the last week or so. We're back in the upper end of that range, right back to the highs we traded last week at today's highs. So soybeans are kind of following that crude oil market around. We don't hear a lot of news out of South America, being, that's weather down there is being overshadowed, but there is rain in the forecast for Argentina. They're still above normal temperatures, so that bears watching. But all eyes on that on an area there between Russia and Ukraine, as it looks like there's some troops that have moved over or since in the last 24 hours. So it gives us a little higher markets, but very, very skittish. So it's even hard to catch it, at the highs. So we're just encouraging farmers to put in some open orders, pick a price, and shut our eyes and hope the market triggers. So it's just really hard to watch it and catch it as we go through the day here.
I like the way you say "close your eyes." That's the best advice I've heard so far.
Yeah, so many, human nature is we want to sell at the high, and it's just impossible. So you just got to try and pick a price, and we're at wonderful prices, but it's so hard for farmers to sell when we're making new highs and at fantastic prices. We know what our inputs were last year, Terry. We know what economically it means to the bottom line if we're finishing up selling the old crop. It's just so hard to pull the trigger because, hey, it might go up tomorrow again, So shut your eyes and sell some. That's I don't know any better way to try it at the moment.
Hey, there you go. So what do you have on the board right now, Rick?
Yeah, at Hemlock for old crop corn, we are at $6.25. New crop for fall delivery at $5.51 now, and both of those are near or at the highs that we've been for this season. Soybeans at $15.83 for old crop, new crop at $14.15. So we punched $16 at one time, but we're not quite back there on the beans, but not far from it. Old crop red wheat at 763, up nicely today. New crop at 773 for red wheat for summer delivery. White wheat at 768, and the new crop for summer, July or August delivery at 778.
Rick Hollister, you have a good day. Stay dry.
You too, Terry. Thank you.
All righty. Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Over to Oppenheimer we go with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Krizak's House Family Restaurant. You got to supply the food for an event coming up. Here you go, 989-894-5531. That's the telephone number. Puts you in touch. You get yourself what you want. Stop by, pick it up on the day, and you will be a hero at your event. Krizak's House, also a great place to dine in. And don't forget, next Tuesday, March the 1st, Fat Tuesday at Krizak's House. And by the folks at Silverleaf Crop Insurance. What are you looking for, Mr. Farmer? If you're looking for experience, look to farmers who know what they would want for their farming operation. Silverleaf Crop Insurance is just that. Quality service, insurance tailored to your farm by a farmer. Plus, Silverleaf offers input financing for eligible farmers. That's one less thing you have to worry about this year. Utilize the expertise of Silverleaf Crop Insurance this season. For more information, go to silverleafcrop.com. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Wild and woolly.
Well, you sure got that right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, yeah, corn hit a new high, soybeans hit a new high, crude oil hit a new high. So the Saudis and the Russians and Biden, you know, they all want crude oil to go up. Every one of them do. So who knows what this was all about? But I think that's what it was all about. Higher prices on crude oil. The oligarchs win again, and we pay the price. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got that
we only
right.
have 4 days this week of dealing with this. I don't think I could take 5 days this week. Might have to make that a weekly thing, just Monday, maybe Monday and Friday.
I really don't think they care about our President's Days.
I don't know. They don't really care.
Think so. No.
It's all about the money, and they're making the money. So, yeah, and precious metals are kind of sort of rallying today. So that's kind of beginning to be a trend, too. Well, we'll see what happens. Here's your numbers. The March corn, $6.64.5, up 10 1/4. December corn, $6.50 a penny, up 2 3/4. The March soybeans, $16.23 1/4, up 21 3/4. July soybeans, $16.21 1/4, up 20 1/4. The March wheat is $8.13 1/4, up 16 1/4, and the December wheat is $8.22 1/2, up 15 3/4. Crude oil hit a new 7-year high, $92.12 right now, up $1.84. It was up over $3 early overnight. The heating oil is $279.88, up 4.9 cents. Gasoline $272.69, up 5.7 cents. Natural gas is $4.56, up 16 1/4 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2735 at the border. That's down 16 ticks. The yen is at 114.97, up 23 ticks. The euro is at 113.45, up 35 ticks. The dollar's at 95.94. That's down 13 ticks. Gold's at $18.99.20, up 60 cents. Silver's at $24.25, up 26.5 cents. Platinum is at $10.85.40. That's up $8.60.
You have a good day, Doug.
Thanks. You too.
Drive careful.
Yeah,
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Along with me, I've got Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency in the Frankenmuth area. Also, we got a few branches around town as well.
Yes, we do, Terry. Saginaw, Vassar, Carroll, and home base is Frankenmuth.
And every one of those locations has got water.
Yes, we don't need any more water. We certainly don't need the ice, but we don't get a choice, so that's what we get to deal with.
So I have to think, hopefully a lot of folks are prepared for this, but just in case they haven't, what's the steps? What do we do?
Well, you know, we talked about the sump pumps and that kind of stuff, I think, last week. With the ice and the potential for the power outages, hopefully folks have given their generators some attention, made sure they got fresh fuel in it, and hopefully we don't need them, but again, you know, done their homework and are ready. We also get some calls about the folks who have the automatic standby generators. How are those covered? They're actually covered as part of your home, so you don't have to do anything special to insure those. Just as they're hardwired in, so they're good to go. And just, it doesn't hurt to let your agent know that you have one, but you don't have to do anything special to the policy.
And as far as taking a look at some of the other things around the home, trees, gutters, that's one thing a lot of folks forget.
Yes, make sure the water has a place to go is always important. There is usually some coverage too if you get some downed trees. It's not usually a lot, but there is some money available from the policies to help with that cleanup. So if you do get some tree damage, don't be afraid to call your agent and at least ask.
For more information, we can get it. How do we do that?
Well, we're always happy to answer the phone at 800-573-0939, or they can go to rummelinsurance.com and get a hold of us that way.
Craig, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Terry.
Take care. Have a good day, all right?
Good to be out, but good to be in today.
Yes, it is. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency here at the Bean and Beet Symposium. This reminder, the folks at Star of the West, Frankenmuth, locations all around the area, remind wheat growers that tomorrow is a real special day. It's the Michigan Wheat Program's annual winter meeting. It's going to be tomorrow. It'll be at the Eagle Eye Conference Center on Chandler Road in Bath. If you'd like more information on it, you might want to go to miwheat.org and check it out. We are going to be there, and they've got quite a roster of featured speakers as well, so you can learn a lot about all the stuff going on with the wheat industry. Again, folks at Star of the West Milling invite you to the annual, this is the 18th annual, Michigan Wheat Program's winter meeting. Excuse me, that was the 10th. It's an in-person event for the first year in a couple of years at the Eagle Eye Conference Center on Chandler Road in Bath. We'll be right back.
Sometimes I think I sound like a broken record. Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick in Vassar. For a few months at the Cook GM Superstore, we've been telling you how lucky you are if you qualify for the GM Employee, Retiree, Family Member discount. But with all the inflation talk all over the news, I feel obligated to keep reminding you that with the GM discount, you aren't paying full sticker or as much as 10,000 over sticker for a new vehicle, like you're hearing on the national news. With the GM discount, you buy below dealer invoice, just like you did for the last 30 years. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find Silverados starting as low as $299 and Blazers as low as $245. We now have 200 vehicles arriving or getting built. Reserve yours today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $28.44 on Blazer, $28.89 on Silverado due at signing. Call toll free or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
It is definitely going to be a busy week for us. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, we're going to be at the Michigan Wheat annual meeting. That'll be down in Lansing. On Friday, we're going to be over at the Brentwood in Carroll. The Thumb Area Old Engine and Tractor Association is going to be hosting their 18th annual Farm Collectibles and Toy Show. That is going to be on Saturday the 26th, but we're going to preview everything on Friday the 25th. Vendors will be displaying farm toys, antiques, collectibles, and literature. This is a buy, swell, and swap event. Admission is $3 donation. For the adults, children 12 and under are admitted free. For more information, just go online to carotractorshow.com. And our broadcast on Friday will be brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. New parts for old tractors, easy to get. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. We say good morning to Jerry Samalski. Jerry, what should we be looking at right now?
Terry, the insurance talk was perfect with what I wanted to talk about today. With the frozen ground and all this rain that we have, if you don't have positive drainage from your home and you end up getting some water in your basement, that's the problem. You need to build up next to the home or take some soil out away so you can get the water to run away. So if you got water in your basement with frozen ground and it's rain and you got improper drainage, that's when you get problems. Even in sandy soils, Terry, when the ground's frozen, the water can't go through the sand. You never have a problem except now. So when houses are built, they dig 8 feet down for the basement. That's roughly 100 inches. It compacts to 95% before you're all done with construction. And over time, you get 5 inches of settling, and that creates a little moat around your house. Not a good thing. So again, if you've got water moisture problems, today and this week to come, it's probably because you have improper drainage, and that becomes a landscape problem.
Good advice. Jerry, thank you. We'll talk to you again.
All right.
All right. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. So give them a call for a quote today. Along with me, Steve Anderson from Baird & Company. Steve, what's going on in New York right now?
Well, there's still continued concerns over the Ukrainian situation. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is down about 319 points, putting at 33,754, and the volume there is 394 million shares. NASDAQ's down 172, putting it at 13,375. Volume there, 428 million shares. Oh, wait, you want some local interest ones too here.
Yeah, what do you got?
I got Caterpillar 193.78 up 183, Deere 366.93 down 217, CMS 62.79 up 28, Dow 60.46 down 13, DuPont 77.89 down 88, Corteva 50.81 up 11, GM 46.94 down 166, Trinzio 54.69 down 119, Walmart 136.89 down 110, Home Depot 318.24 down 28.67, Huntington Bank's unchanged at 15.85, and AT&T is down a single little penny at 23.86.
Steve Anderson, you have a good day, okay?
I will. You do the same. Stay dry.
Oh, yes. We'll be right back.
Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, and Beale City knows a complex world sometimes demands a simple solution. Case in point, Workmaster utility tractors from New Holland. They're tough, practical workhorses that give you unmatched comfort with a low cost of ownership. Models from 55 to 74 horsepower give you expanded visibility with comfortable seating for two. A hitch lift capacity up to 4,000 pounds means you accomplish more with larger implements. Stop by Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, and Beale City today and ask about Workmaster utility tractors.
The Bean and Beet Symposium got started about 10:30 this morning. They had an input, supply, and management meeting. It started at 10:30. Nutrient Ag Solutions put that on. Right now, complimentary box lunch and trade show. That's what's going on at the symposium. Beginning at 1 o'clock, Dr. Kurt Stenke is going to be talking about nutrient management in dry beans and sugar beets. Christy Sprague follows up at 1:30 with a weed control in the dry bean and sugar beet field, which ought to be real interesting. Sugar beet pathology. A couple of speakers there, Dr. Linda Harrison and Dr. Jamie Wilbur. Then at 2:40 this afternoon, Dr. Francisco Gomez is going to be talking about dry bean breeding and genetics. Then followed up at 3 with a dry bean market update. That'll be Matt Stawawi. He's with Steel & Company. And at 3:20, sugar beet brewer introduction with Dr. Rachel Nagel. And then some closing comments. And then they're going to have a social event that kicks off about 3:30, goes until 4:30, sponsored by BASF. So quite a different format from what we have ever seen with the Dry Bean and Beet Symposium. And so far, the weather hasn't let anybody stay at home. I mean, the folks have turned out for this. They've got an excellent turnout again this year. I don't know how many it will hold here, but someone had mentioned that upwards of 500-600 people are here so far. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carl.